welcome to my channel. So, for today's vlog, ang i-share kong info is all about the difference of difference between an entry permit and a residence visa. Anyway guys, sana po mag-subscribe kayo sa channel ko. kung bago lang kayo sa channel ko, sana po may natututunan kayo. And disclaimer lang po, every time na kunwari may binibigay ako sa inyong information, for your safety din po ito. Although, ang sinishare ko lang naman sa inyo is yung based po sa kung ano na experience ko. But again, you need to make sure na pumupunta pa rin po kayo dun sa website or mag-research pa rin kayo para makakuha po kayo ng tamang information. So, ayun po, sa mga nag-subscribe na sa channel ko, thank you so much. And if you have time, sana po yung mga ads, panoorin nyo po pagka yung short lang naman yung ads. Malaking tulong po yun for me. And ayun, i-start na natin. Ano ba yung difference between an entry permit and residence visa? So, actually, entry permit is a document issued by the Federal Authority for Identity, Citizenship, Customs, and Port Security that allows the foreigners to enter and stay in the UAE legally for a certain period of time. The document may be in a physical or an electronic form. So, yun, before you apply, you need to check kung ano ba yung nationality mo, because there's a certain nationality that they can come to Dubai through e-visa or exempted na sila. Kasi before, nung nagpa-process ako ng visa, there's 35 countries na pwede sila ng visa on arrival. So, the party sponsoring the person who wants to enter the UAE will handle the entry permit transaction through GDFRD's online and offline channels. The sponsor could be a company from the private sector, a public entity, a relative, a UAE-based airline or hotel, and so on. So, depende yun. Depending on your reason to enter the UAE, there are various types of entry permits. Some of them are entry permit employment, entry permit family visit, entry permit tourist transit, entry permit treatment, entry permit mission, entry permit attending conferences. So, the entry permit has validity date, which refers to the period within which the entry permit used by entering the UAE through one of its entry points of the land borders, airports, and seaports. So, for most entry permits, the validity is 2 months. The validity of entry permits cannot be extended. They automatically expired upon the lapse of their time. So, the duration of stay for each entry permit differs according to the type of entry permit. For example, entry permit for transit allows the person to stay in the country for 4 days, while entry permits for employment allows the employee to stay in the country for 2 months, during which his sponsor must change the employee status into residence visa or else must leave within the duration of stay. If the entry permit holder does not change his status into residence visa, he has to leave the country upon the lapse of entry permit duration to avoid fines and penalties or renew within the prescribed periods, according to the new rules. So, according to the new provision for visit visas and entry permits, starting from, I think, November 21, 2018, all types of visit visas and entry permits can be extended for 30 days twice upon renewal without the need to leave the country. Visa overstays who do not renew as above will pay 180 fine for each day of their overstay to be calculated from 10 days after the visa expiry. So, kapag kumuha kayo ng tourist visa, meron yung validity ng 10 days na grace period. So, pag nag-over na doon, ng 10 days grace period, sa first day nyo, ang babayaran nyo is 300 dirham. So, make sure na before mag-lapse yung visa nyo, nakapag-renew na kayo. Kasi, the next succeeding nun is 100, 100, 100, 100. So, okay? So, yung residence visa naman, ang residence visa naman, actually, a residence visa is issued to the foreigner when he is already inside the country, having entered using the entry permit. Only sponsors meeting GDFR list requirements can apply for the foreigner's residence visa. A residence visa requires the person sponsored to undergo a medical test and prove that he is medically fit and he or she must pass a security check. So the validity of stay on a residence visa varies according to its type and the sponsor. It could be for 1, 2, or 3 years. So, depende yun sa sa visa na ibinigay sa'yo ng sponsor nyo. So, the GDFRD will paste a residence visa on the passport, enabling him to travel freely in and out of the UAE within the validity period of the visa, provided the duration of travel does not exceed 6 months, or else the residence visa will be automatically cancelled. So, ayun nga, kapag nakahanap ka ng work dito, at binisahan ka na ng company mo, so, yun yung, magkakaroon ka na ng visa stamping. Yun yung explanation doon na yung residence visa, anytime, kung pwede kang lumabas ng bansa, as long as na meron ka ng visa stamping. Pero, within the 6 months, kunwari, lumabas ka ng bansa, tapos, hindi ka bumalik within 6 months, automatically, makaka-cancel yun. And then, kung meron kayong questions, or if you want to have, if you want to get any idea about kung paano i-process yung residence visa or employment visa, meron na po akong na-create doon na na vlog. Meron na po akong na-create na vlog. Hindi ko po alam kung saan magre-reflect dito. Ilalagay ko na lang po pero magkaroon kayo ng idea just in case that if you are planning to visit Dubai and if you are planning na maghanap ng trabaho dito para hindi kayo maloko ng mga employer just in case na baguhan kayo dito or pupunta kayo dito. So, ayun lang po, sana nakatulong tong information na to sa inyo. And sana po may natutunan kayo. But again, disclaimer po, every time po na may binibigay akong information, i-double check nyo po yan sa, mag-research din po kayo. Mag-research po kayo sa government ng UAE para nakakuha po kayo ng exact information. So, ayun po sana, mag-subscribe kayo ulit and thank you for your, thank you po sa support. God bless!